Hey everybody, welcome to the Creativity Cave. I'm Dana Rico and I'm so happy to be stamping with you today. And I have two adorable cards to share with you. They are both projects featuring items in our celebration catalog. This is our annual sales promotion going on right now. And whenever you spend, or I should say, for every $50 that you spend, you can choose something out of here. There are also items at the $100 level. So for instance, here's a stamp set that you can get with a $50 purchase. I am going to be showcasing two of my favorites in here. It's kind of like picking children. How do you choose, right? I have the Thoughtful Blooms stamp set, which is free with the $50 purchase. And I also am using the Small Bloom Punch, which is free with a $100 purchase. And then I'm also going to feature another bundle, which is a $100 item as well. You get a stamp set plus an embossing folder, which is really cool. So all of these things you can earn for free when you shop my online store. Yay, that's my shameless plug. Okay, let's get to the projects. These are so adorable and really pretty simple. So let me show you how I put them together. We'll start with the Bloom card because I love, love, love this set. In fact, yesterday I had a video on my blog featuring this set as well. So make sure you check that out. I'll put a link to it in the description of this video for you. All right, so I have a Whisper White card base that I'm going to fold in half. This is thick white cardstock, and all the supplies that I'm using are linked in the description of my video. You can also see them on my blog post, and there's a link for that as well in the description. Okay, so I've got my card base. I'm going to set that aside. I've got two pieces of Whisper White. One's a little smaller than the other. And I'm going to take the smaller one and stamp on it. I'm going to use this cool little kind of interlocking design with some smoky slate ink. I'm just going to stamp it twice on here. Okay, so once and twice. Now this card is so easy and you could do it in a multitude of colors. I chose kind of some aqua blue shades. I'm going to be using Bermuda Bay, Coastal Cabana, and Granny Apple Green. Now, who remembers Lemon Lime Twist? It was like a lighter shade of this. I miss that color. So we're going to achieve that color by just creating a little stamped off version of it, which will give us a very similar shade. So I'm just going to actually set this here. Now, I need a piece of white scrap paper. And I have this leftover piece from doing a bunch of die cutting, and it's going to work just fine. So in this stamp set, there's a bunch of little flowers. You can either use them individually or you can build them up together. So I'm going to take 3 of them and stamp each one and then punch it. So my first one is the one I'm going to stamp off that first layer of of ink. And then that lighter shade that I'm left with is pretty similar to Lemon Lime Twist. So that makes me happy. My next one, I will stamp in Coastal Cabana, of course, the color that lets us know God loves us. That looks great. And then the third and final one, notice I'm leaving some space between so that I have room to punch. The third one I'm going to do over here with some Bermuda Bay. And I'll stamp that right there. I'll take my cute little small bloom punch out. Oh, here's hoping that there will be a large bloom punch coming to go with this. That would make me happy. I have no idea though, so. All right, I've punched that one. And that one. And then this one's a little trickier just because it's small. I'm just gonna kind of center them up. And that one. Okay, now as with anything, I like to give them a little dimension. And to do that, I was looking for my piercing mat. I'm going to take and just, I'm going to actually use the back of my piercer and just kind of go boom, boom, boom. And that gives me a little dimension on each of these. So that's easy. Okay, then I will adhere them to my card using glue dots, and then we'll embellish. I just need to add my sentiment as well. And what I love, love, love about this stamp set is it comes with sentiments, so that makes everything easier. So I'm just going to attach these little flowers, oops, with my glue dots. I love glue dots, especially when they stick. I know this one, well, I got a little paper on there. There we go. We'll put these 3 right on our card. So cute. And then I'm going to add my sentiment in the darkest color, which was that Bermuda Bay. Now the stamp set comes with several sentiments. I'm going to use thank you because it's always handy to have extra thank you cards laying around. And then, like I said, I'm going to embellish with a little bit of bling. I've got my rhinestones here, and I'm just going to take your pick tool and place one in the center. This little putty tip works so awesome for placing gemstones exactly where you want them to be. Love that. And then I'm just going to add a couple more on here just to make everything nice and pretty. Isn't that just gorgeous? Now you could do this in pinks or purples or reds or oranges or corals or any kind of combination thereof, and that would be amazing. All right, now let's do the easy part, which is just to adhere my card together. I will put a little bit of glue on this panel, and then I'm going to actually pop up the next panel. Now, you might be wondering why all the white layers. I think they look really classy. And whenever you put an extra layer, even of Whisper White on there, I think it just makes it look like a fancier card without making it too busy or complicated or adding too much color. I really like the white look. So we'll pop that up on there and boom. Oh, so cute. Now let's make our other card because this one is kind of an awesome card too. All right, now this card, as I mentioned, features the Power of Hope bundle. Now this stamp set comes with an embossing folder. Sorry, I turned my head. This embossing folder is, I think, called the Stone 3D embossing folder, but it's really cool. When you emboss it, it looks like this. So here's one side and then here's the other side. So it's really neat. Cool texture in there. All right, so let's put our card together. I'm going to start with a black card base. I almost said Whisper White. Yeah, that's not right. All right, I've got my black card base. I'm going to adhere my stone embossed piece of basic gray. This is 4 by 5 1/4. I'll adhere that right to my card. And then and the cool thing about this, by the way, is you can use either side. It doesn't really matter. I'm going to take some black satin ribbon. Man, this has been my go-to ribbon lately. I've been using this a lot. I just love the width of it, the sheen that it has. It's just pretty. So what I'm doing is glue dotting this around my card, and then I'll snip the end off here and glue dot this, and then all of this unattractive business will be covered up by my stamped panel. So that's kind of awesome. All right, now I'm going to set this aside and we'll do our stamping. I've got 2 panels here, a Whisper White and a basic black panel. I'm going to bring my scrap paper back in because what I'm going to do is create some lines for my little lanterns to hang off of. And I'm just free drawing these, so hopefully they'll look okay. I'm using my black Stampin' Write marker, and you can see that's pretty easy. I'm not doing anything too complicated or fancy. And then I'm going to hang my lanterns from this using some black ink. Okay, so I've got black memento. And I almost stamped it upside down. Yeah, we want to stamp it right side up because why not, you know? And then I'm just going to kind of scatter these on here. like so. And if they're not exactly on the string, don't worry. That's not a big deal. All right, then what I'm going to do is bring in just a rainbow of happiness. And that is my Stampin' Blends to color this. So I've got Lovely Lipstick, Mango Melody, Granny Apple Green, Bermuda Bay, and Highland Heather. And we're going to color these in. The coloring is really easy. I'll probably speed this up so you don't have to watch me do the whole business. But I'm just going to kind of do some dark lines. I'll put a dark line down there, dark up here, and then I'll color the rest in with the lighter. And then blend those up, and that's what you get. Okay, so I've got everything colored. I'm going to add my sentiment, and this is what I really love about this stamp set is it has some really awesome sentiments that go with it. So I've got hope is the power that makes all things possible. And I'm just going to stamp that right on there like so. And then I will adhere this to my black panel. And then I'm going to embellish this one with some sequins. There we go. And the sequins I'm using are from the they're from the Woven Threads sequin assortment. I think it would be better named the Chameleon sequins because these sequins are pretty awesome. They will coordinate with a whole bunch of things. I'm just putting a couple of drops of liquid glue at each lantern top. And then what I'm going to do is position my sequins on here to kind of coordinate. Okay, so. And I'm going to do different sizes for each one. So I'm just going to kind of press that in. And we'll do the smaller one right there in pink. And then we'll do kind of a smaller coral. You get the idea. Oh, I got two, that's why. There we go. Okay, so we've got a little bling on there. And then I'm going to pop this up onto my card right on top of that ribbon. And we'll get those sequins back in my container quick. All right, I really love the bright colors of those lanterns. Of course, you could do them all in one color, but it's just super cute having that rainbow on there. Everything is good with a rainbow, in my opinion. And we'll place that right on top like so. And then the last thing I'm going to do is decorate the inside. So I've got a 4 by 5¼ inch Whisper White panel, and another sentiment in this set says, today is a day for new beginnings. And then I'm just going to stamp that lantern. Oh, I stamped it upside down. This happens every time. but I'm going to stamp. Today is a day for new beginnings right here. And then I'll do the lantern. Notice I haven't re-inked this. We'll do the lantern right side up and stamp it just like that. Okay. And then I will adhere this to the inside of my card. And what an awesome project. Now, if you would like to purchase any of the supplies that I used or earn them for free, you can shop my online store. And like I said, links are in the description of this video. Don't forget to subscribe to my blog down here, or my YouTube channel, and you won't miss any of my awesome videos. Thanks for stamping with me today, guys. We'll see you soon. Bye-bye.